Hi, welcome everybody. Um,
Hi.
I am so happy to see people from join because there's so much information we need and so much help, and especially the business owners. I feel like um, giving just basic information, to kind of like the questions you had. Like everybody's panicking. I was panicking last week too, but um, the feedback I get from clients is like, but everybody's just stressed out, right? So we just wanted to put this webinar together and try to like help other freelancers, small business owners, gig workers, um, flight attendants, which are contractors per se, and so they are freelance as well. So there's the information, so many industries, right? But it's the same. It applies the same to a lot of us. So let's see. I know we'll just, I guess, get started. Um, Robert, do you want to introduce yourself and let's officially start this, and then
Great.
we'll go
So
to.
let's officially start. My name is Robert. I take care of the customer relationships at TaxSmart, and I'm also virtual assistant at this moment for Bianca at TaxSmart. As Bianca said already, we put this webinar together just to empower each other and just share the knowledge we have with you guys, help as much as we can, and probably digest the tax knowledge into some humanly absorbing way so you can understand. And Bianca is the CEO of TaxSmart. She will tell you more about herself in few words shortly. Just before we start as well, some housekeeping rules. As I mentioned before, this webinar is recorded. We may share it later on YouTube, so if you're not happy with showing your faces, please switch off your cameras. But if you want to become, I don't know, a international star, please keep your camera on. We're gonna have some couple minutes at the end for questions, so please stay with us at the end. And as I said, it's a relaxed atmosphere here. We just want to empower everyone and just get united in those hard times.
Thank you, Robert. Robert, he forgot to mention where he's at because we're
Oh
all.
yes, I'm. Yeah, we are a global team. We are fully remote, even before Corona. I'm based in London, and we have got a couple of other team members that are everywhere at the moment. But we are all locked at this moment, keeping ourselves safe.
Thank you for working late. So let me get it started here. And I have this light open. And for the people that know me or don't know me, my name is Bianca Bonilla. I've been a bookkeeper for 15 years, a tax advisor for 15 years. I started very young, entrepreneur for 6 years. So, running the business is pretty much my full-time job. And, having a remote team, that's completely different from what we used to do in tax industry before. But with the cloud and technology, we're being able to work remote for 6 years now. And we have a global team all over the world, so I'm super excited. But based in California, in Orange County, California, and TaxSmart was born, I guess it was in 2008 or 9 when I was unemployed. So my ideas were like, how can I create a job for me? So I'm really looking forward to what the outcome after this is going to be. A lot of entrepreneurs and creative minds are going to create great things. So this is my last pandemic. TaxSmart was born because of my last pandemic in my life. So let me that's a bit about me and how TaxSmart was born. We're gonna talk about unemployment benefits, stimulus payments, and then we're gonna have a Q&A. We're like a short group, so a small group. I'm sorry, so I'm able to answer a lot of your questions. So I'm just gonna go through the slides pretty quick to get you the basic information that we have now, and then we can jump into a Q&A so to answer questions. So this is pretty much, I don't know if you can see my screen. So the CARES Act for 2020, which, now we're going to get benefits, self-employed, gig workers, small business owners. I don't know if you guys already received your stimulus payment, which was $1,200 per individual and $500 per dependent child. The PPP payroll protection plan, it applies to self-employed, small sole proprietorships, small businesses. Unfortunately, they run out of money, as we all know now, and it's been pretty devastating. A lot of people, we were working so hard to get our small business owners with their having a proper set of books to apply for the loan, and it was open on the 10th and it closed in the 15th. Even before we submitted applications or people were ready with their books, the money ran out. I have no words to explain to small business owners how, how this is not really helping us, and it's still a lot of questions. And we try to read as much as law and information we can absorb, but things are changing daily. There's talks about a new program, or more funding to help small businesses. I think a lot of big businesses were ready to apply, they got the money, but small businesses like a floral shop, like a beauty salon, self-employed individuals, gig workers, we didn't get to apply. I didn't get to apply, so I'm right there with the pain of everybody else. The loan advance, the 10K, it was up to 10K. I applied for that money. I didn't get anything. I don't know if anybody else in the group here applied for that and didn't get it either. There's additional funding at the SBA.gov website. There's other loans that you can apply for, either through your bank. I'm sure you probably are talking to your banker. There's other loans available. The people, what was more interesting about the PPP, the payroll protection plan, it is a loan that if you follow the guidelines that were giving you, is going to be a forgivable loan. So pretty much if you follow the rules and you stay compliant, that money could be free money for you. But yet to see how that's gonna pan out for a lot of small business owners. I don't know if you, or it applies to any of you, but like the modification, the net operating losses is retroactive 5 years. So if you talk to your tax advisor and you have losses that you can recover money or refunds from, you can amend your returns, go back 5 years, and try to get money in cash flow that way. Now for the unemployment benefits, now as of last week, now we're talking about the pandemic unemployment benefits. So if you're in the state of California, and this is for all self-employed individuals right now, there is a PUA, Pandemic Unemployment Benefit website that they're going to launch, or is going to be within. You can go to the EDD. I'm going to start sharing screens here. You can go to the EDD website and just find information there. The Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. It has all the basic information you need to know. And then at the bottom, it shows when to file the claim. So as of today, they haven't updated the website, but the program, we're going to be able to apply as of Tuesday, April 28th. So keep that in mind, get all your paperwork ready and be ready to apply, because as we know, there's going to be a lot of applications that are going to be processed in that day. And just keep an eye on the website here. And follow us. We will be also sharing information that we have on social media. We mainly are more active in Instagram, but we try to share in Facebook and Instagram. What else? Let me go back. So on the unemployment benefits, for the first time, gig workers and self-employed, we're going to be able to apply. They're also providing $600 additional per week. I don't know if you have applied for unemployment benefits before. The weekly amount, it's based on your salary. So make sure you. There's nothing to do with taxes. There's nothing to do with how you're filing your taxes. Just make sure that when you file for the application, make sure that try to get the max benefit. And there's other calculators that you can use to calculate how much your benefit is going to be. But let's say if you, based on your self-employment income, if it's not high enough, and you qualify for $100, $200 a week with the pandemic unemployment benefit, now they're adding an additional $600 per week. So essentially, you only qualify for $200 for unemployment plus the $600, you're going to get $800 per week, which, you know, in a monthly, that pretty much is going to be your salary for the weeks that they are going to allow that. This is again the stimulus payment information. A lot of our clients already got their money. This was based on 2018 tax filings or 2019 tax filings. Some clients that have not filed the 2019, they got their stimulus payments based on the 2018 information. The glitches that they had was people having to move or switch bank accounts from 2018 to 2019. So if they had the old information, they didn't get the funds. If you filed through some other online service providers, you had bank products from them, they didn't get the stimulus payment. So check, I don't know if you received the stimulus payment, I hope you all did. If you need assistance, or you know, you feel free to contact us at any time. Send us an email, and we're here to help you understand this process. And if you didn't get it and you want to know why, you know, if you're not our prior client, we might have an idea of what could have happened or guide you in the right direction to get the information you need. But mainly talk to whomever filed your taxes last year and just make sure that they have the right address, the right bank information. And if you didn't get it, you need to, or didn't get to file in 2018, and you're able to file 2019, then go ahead and do that. There's also a phase out. There's a lot of other people that didn't get the money also because based on their income. So if you are a single taxpayer and made over 99,000, I'm sorry, oh, I forgot to change the zeros again. The 99,000, you didn't get the stimulus payment, right? Head of household, if you made more than 136,000, you probably didn't qualify either. And married filing joint, 198,000, based on your adjusted gross income. That is it for my presentation. We have a small group. If you guys want to open your microphones and maybe ask questions, I'll be happy to answer as much as I can. Again, this is not tax advice that probably will apply, you know, to everybody, but it's individual basis. So hopefully I'm able to answer some of your questions. So there's a, yeah. Great. Alrighty. So if you want to open your microphones and cameras, let me know. I'm ready to answer some of your questions that you may have.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, I'm RJ. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm an independent contractor for corporate, for flight attendants. And I just had one quick question. Can you file for unemployment if you received a W-2 and a 1099 for tax year of 2019?
Yeah, yes, you can either go, because if you are like an employee with reduced hours, you can either, I will say, go with the who paid the most, right? Because you're gonna try to get the maximum amount per week. So if your 1099 income was higher, go as a self-employed. Okay, yeah, I'll wait for the 20.
My W-2 was higher than my 1099, so
then you can go the other route.
Okay.
Because when you applied, I think the application says you have to look at your income for the past 3 quarters.
Yeah.
I haven't applied, so I don't remember. Don't take my advice, but I will. To get the max, you're gonna have to get the max per week. You're gonna have to take the highest
one.
The highest amount. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did get my stimulus check last Wednesday direct, and I have direct deposit. So it was right on time. At least I'm one of the few people that have received the $1,200. So
Yeah, we were so happy to see a lot of people receive their monies. I did see other clients that didn't, if the IRS didn't have their banking information because they either
yeah.
had laws or because they had to pay or anything, they didn't get the money right away. So there's like ways around that. Probably you're gonna get a check, which is gonna take a little longer on that. But for the ones that just joined, if you turn on your microphones, we're in the Q&A moment right now. We talked about the stimulus payments. That's where we are right now with the questions. And then we also talked about the self-employed, get workers, small business available funds that are there now. For the pandemic unemployment benefits, the website is still not there, and we're going to be able to apply as of Tuesday, April 28th. Is there any more questions?
Yeah, I have a question. Thank you. Do you have any idea what kind of documents we're going to need to have ready for April 28th?
That's a great question. Yes. So you're going to have, if you're self-employed, you're going to have your income statement ready. And for a lot of gig workers that don't have a proper set of books, probably is going to be the first challenge. Is going to be gathering all of your information and coming up with, with an estimate of expenses and basically income. So if you have your bank accounts connected, if it's how can I say this, your personal is connected to your business or your gig, if you don't have those incomes separate, I will start working on that like right now. Start getting ready, like download all the CSV files and try to put all your personal expenses to one side and your business expenses and income on the other side. I think having a proper set of books right now is the most essential for all of these applications. Even if they're going to open the PPP program again, if there's more funds, you're going to have that ready. And there's for self-employed, how do you apply for the PPP? So if the PPP program opens up again, hopefully, I'm sure it probably will, how you're going to calculate your income is going to be on your net profit of the business. So unfortunately, if you are going to have a loss from 2019 and you're going to declare a loss in your taxes, you're not going to qualify for the PPP program. You're going to have a profit. So tax planning and organizing and consulting right now with whomever your tax advisor is or your accountant, it's crucial right now. Very important. Because if you have not filed your 2019 taxes, you might want to consider, consulting with a professional. Because for the directions, if you declare a loss, the PPP program, you're not going to qualify.
Okay, thanks.
Is there any more questions?
I have one more. Can you actually file for unemployment benefits if you received income from different states? Like one from California? Yeah. Are you able to file in different states, more than one state, for unemployment?
No, it's your tax residence state.
Okay.
It's going to be where you file your taxes.
Okay.
So there's another question. Is the PPP will reopen again? Hopefully yes, Brenda. Hopefully yes. I really hope that. As we know, the news today, there's like big corporations that got money, right? And they're returning the money. So hopefully they get it to like the small business owners, like yourself. So we will keep you updated. But once again, if they reopen, you got to be so quickly to apply and be ready. Have your lender ready. And one thing we were advised before was if you have a lender, if you go through a bank, and you bank, for example, like Wells Fargo or Bank of America, and they're not accepting more applications, or they're backed up, or you're in the line, move to the next bank. There was Lendio, there was Fondera, there was other banks. Even I will check with local banks also. So make sure you apply in different places. Is there any more questions?
I will have a question actually.
Okay.
Yes, because probably for others to understand it more, what I understand is that you can apply to more than one bank at the same time. Is that true?
So I'm not gonna say, can you apply more than one bank? Probably yes, but you only have to pick like 2 or 3 options, right? Because you might get denied if you just keep applying everywhere. So if you get denied or are in the queue, might as well just move to another bank already.
Mm-hmm.
So because you might get approved sooner from another bank because you're in the queue for another one. In that case, yes. If there's, let's say, no queue and you apply everywhere, they might reject your application. But if you are in the queue, you might want to check with another lender. So it's not like you can actually apply through different banks. It's depending on how the line is. So you want to be like first, first come first serve. You want to be first.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna unmute some people. I don't know if they can hear me, but I know there's more questions. If there is not, well, let me share my contact information. You can send us an email with more questions. You can call or text our 800 number and share with your family, friends, the information. Here, let me I'm sure there's like a lot of us, right, that have more friends that are probably in the same situation. If you download our app as well, we are sending more information through our app. And I think if instead of like looking through a lot of media, it just get the right information from the right source. So don't stress yourself looking, trying to read, trying to analyze, right? Like send us a quick question and we'll try to answer. There's a lot of people that have the same questions. We're trying to like host this webinar so we don't like, we try to address the same questions. So we'll see. Yeah, so if there's no more questions, we'll post this again. We'll again follow us on social media. We're gonna try to share as much information we can and keep you guys up to date with information. So thank you so much for joining us. And
thank you very much, everyone. And as Bianca already mentioned, we will be sharing this webinar on YouTube as well, so you can come back to it. I will send it later on through a newsletter, and it will be also, the link will be available through our Instagram, so make sure you follow us and don't be afraid to reach out at any time for advice. Okay.
oh, one more thing. Our hotline is a hotline, so if we take some days to reach out, please bear with us. We have a lot of people contacting us and we're trying to get to everybody, so that's what we're trying to host and share the video so that people get to the answers. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate your time, and stay safe, stay home, and if there's anything we can do to help, you know where to reach out to us.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.